What does it mean to be a product-centric organization? And if we're becoming product-centric, does it mean we're moving away from user-centricity? What's up, product people? I'm John. I've launched products for Fortune 500 companies and startups alike as an entrepreneur, consultant, and product leader. And my goal is to share with you what I've learned. I definitely appreciate your support of our channel, and it'd be awesome if you'd hit like and subscribe. Today, we're covering a question I've heard a lot and continue to hear often. What the heck does it mean to be product-centric? Are you ready to get your product on? So does a transition to a product-centric focus mean moving away from user-centricity? Absolutely not. Being product-centric means you are inherently both user and buyer-centric. Great. So in practical terms, how should we think about it? To me, it translates to your products driving your business strategy and growth plan. All too often, businesses set goals disconnected from their products. For example, our product portfolio achieving 100 million in revenue. Then they map this target down and assign a number to each of the products. Now let's strike that thought from your mind and let's start fresh. In a product-centric organization, you start with the buyer and user segments and focus on the core problems, pain points, and needs. Then and only then do you look across your product portfolio and product pipeline to determine what you can bring to market to solve your customers' problems, meet their needs, and offer painkillers, fitting into the buyer and user journey. By taking this approach, you can set a concrete revenue target instead of an arbitrary top-down target. Once the product-based revenue targets are set and rolled up across the portfolio, an enterprise revenue target, it emerges. Of course, that product-driven revenue potential will be negotiated with leadership, but at least you're starting negotiation free from the reality distortion field. Following this approach, you're taking an important and impactful step toward product centricity. Your products now drive your market strategy and your growth plan. Simple, right? It's worth noting that there are a few more steps you must take to move from existing methods for market and revenue planning to a product-centric approach. Steps that could take an entire video series to go through and hit aspects of the transition from sales-centric to product-centric. The good news, I've condensed a video series to 7 steps. Are you ready? Here are the first steps you should consider to make the transition. 1. Catalog buyer and user problems, needs, and pain points. They're often readily accessible in your backlog, your CRM, or your help desk ticketing system. Or you can simply ask a few customers. 2. Conduct market and buyer research to validate your inventory and capture new needs and pain points. It's always wise to get perspective. Your design team can help too. 3. Lead an exercise to prioritize in partnership with design and engineering. Rank opportunities based on the value both from the buyer-user perspective, their feasibility, and revenue potential. 4. Map the prioritized list to your roadmap with the engineers. Identify their size, duration, and delivery timing based on capacity and in-flight work. 5. Translate the refreshed roadmap to a quarter-by-quarter revenue-based delivery schedule. Take the reins from sales, set their target based on the product roadmap. 6. Roll up the revenue map roadmaps across the enterprise to understand total revenue potential. This is what the product team believes can be produced based on the capabilities to be built and the capacity on hand. 7. Yes, you guessed it. Negotiate with leadership, set a target, and approve new additions to the roadmap. And there you have it. You're product-centric now. There is no doubt this will be painful the first time. However, doing this every 6 months on a rolling basis will ensure there's a product-driven view on revenue potential. And don't worry, your strategic growth plan, it will evolve on a quarter-by-quarter basis too. The goal, to give leadership the means to understand how revenue looks compared to plan, and of course correct the product as needed. Using this framework, you can avoid arbitrary target setting and focus the organization on its products. In the event you do have a revenue target thrust upon you, take the opportunity to conduct this exercise anyway and determine if you'll fall short, meet or exceed the desired target, and get ahead of the ask for the next quarter. So let's look at this in the context of a hypothetical donut shop amidst a digital transformation. You would consider the ways your product mix can change and expand quarter over quarter to address identified needs. This could include new flavors chosen by your community, line extensions, for example, donut flavored coffee sold online, physical changes to your store, kiosk driven ordering, digital experiences, order ahead or delivery, and new lines of business, creation and distribution of NFT donuts, which could be rotated as the flavors change and feature the buyer's name if desired. The possibilities for a donut shop, they're literally endless. And of course, these product mix changes should be driven by your research, problems, needs, and pain points, as well as your market analysis. You must also consider if you even have an opportunity to win in the market in these new areas. Sometimes there's saturation. Saturation makes a crowded space, which could decrease the value of your new product. In this case, value scoring seems fun. Let's taste some donuts. So, based on the opportunity and value, narrow it down to your top three. For us, a kiosk based ordering system, order ahead, and of course, NFT donuts. You would then talk to both operations and engineering to determine feasibility, size, and timing. From there, you could reforecast revenue to inform the long term growth plan. In this case, NFT based donuts are your best opportunity to deliver an urgent need, generate the most revenue with the lowest investment, and where you would have low market competition. Voila! Leadership agrees with your forecast that NFT donuts can generate 100 million in high margin revenue in just 2 years, satisfying the need to grow. A big win, if only it were true. Product-centric companies, they drive their market strategy and growth plans through their products instead of setting a revenue target and assigning it to their products. Beyond the obvious legitimacy a product-centric approach brings to revenue goals, a product-centric approach also allows for innovation to thrive as a mechanism to drive revenue. So instead of retrofitting top-down revenue targets to existing products, you are creating new products that will sustain your company in the future. Good luck in your transition. Hit that like button and subscribe. Thanks.